Good morning, everybody. Happy post Halloween. I don't think Halloween post holidays don't have special names like, you know, Christmas Eve and Halloween Eve. It is November 1st. How's everybody doing? I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur, perpetually dealing with a cough that is just gonna last through the whole year. What?
No, it's All Saints Day, right?
It's All Saints Day? That's the name?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go. Clever's coming in with the same info. Listen, I didn't know these things. What is All Saints Day?
That's what Halloween is. It's All Hallows Eve.
Oh, All Hallows Eve?
There you go.
The more you know. We're all learning something together today.
But Halloween is definitely the better day.
Clever, welcome in. Ray, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody survived Halloween. I hope you got lots of trick-or-treaters if that's your jam. Or I hope that everybody left you alone if you turned your light off. You were not a fan. The more you know, the less you know. I feel that. I feel that. For sure. So we have to finish this project up. Stian says, boo. Are you booing me, or are we just carrying the spook? All right, let's switch over. You don't need to see my face. We don't need to see any more of my face this morning. Stian's a ghost. All Saints Day is, we've got Clever's coming in with some facts. All Saints Day is celebrated on November 1st to remember all saints and martyrs during Christian history. It is followed by All Souls Day on November 2nd to commemorate those who have passed within the faith. Is that, Day of the Dead? November 3rd? No? Okay. Well, I'm all culturally confused apparently.
May 5th.
Huh?
May 5th.
May 5th? May 5th?
Yeah.
May 5th? Like May. Like
Yeah.
Not even remotely October.
No.
Okay. Got it. Alright, well here we are. Here's our little friend. One thing that I realized as I was looking at this. Oh, you didn't mean to boo me, that's okay. One thing I was thinking that I hadn't thought of, I know that's a lot, that we hadn't done yet, is adding some reflected light to our ghost. I want to add some light to, light effects to this, and I might need to do a little bit of research. I feel like the Casper movie, I feel like that ghost had like some highlights on his face that we could use to pull some of the orange, like orange light in, perhaps. I might be terrible, but I'm definitely tempted to try it, to just kind of pull some of the light into the face a little bit and onto these arms and stuff. So we're gonna try it. It may be a terrible idea, but I feel like that would be a good way to kind of pull some of this together. So Day of the Dead is a bit more shaggy, kind of all 3 days. Yeah, I will defer to your judgment, because I'm not, clearly not very knowledgeable on the topic. So starting with kind of, I'm just looking at, I literally just did a search for Casper the Ghost. I'm trying to look at like some, you know, I'm looking at images from like the 90s movie to get some inspiration here for how I want to add some highlights to the face. Because I think they did a really good job of doing that. And that's kind of, I think I'm going to start with the shape here. Isolate this path and paste it back. Gonna make this my yellow. And then in my properties panel here, in my oh, we can also talk about the challenge if folks have done the challenge and they want to ask questions about it. Go ahead and do so. Oh, you know what? I am just gonna have to expand this because I've got that weird bit at the top that I don't want to leave. So I'm not gonna hold down Alter Option. I'm just gonna expand it and see. It is clashing a little bit with the lighter color here. All right, let's see. Let's make this. I'm gonna make this a little bit larger. And I'm gonna maybe make this, let's see what options we have. I don't know what I have this fill set to currently. Okay, we'll make it 100%. Lighter or darker? Hi, Sean! Sorry if I blew everybody's ears out after they asked me to use it, after they asked Sean to use the inside voice. I'm struggling to talk today. This is kind of what I want. I want like a little bit of that yellow light on the face. Not sure I love that though. Maybe I do want it a little bit thinner. That looks good to me. Just a little bit thinner. Okay. We can also use this to add maybe some more definition to the face, like I said. I'm gonna go ahead and make a shape here. Yeah, rest in peace to the headphone users for that one. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. I don't think I want to do, well, let's try this. Let's try something. Let's do sort of a shape like this. And then I'm going to round the corners. Well, that's not what I wanted you to do. That's weird. All right, let's undo that. Let's round it just a little bit and make sure that this is set to be actually round. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to, there we go. It's a little bit smaller. Oh yeah, everybody's talking about the, Ray did a cool, I can show that off. Let me grab the Discord. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's Ray's, challenge. Let me open it up larger. Val, Sean, and I take a starring role in Spider Stew, Order of Arachnida. So, there we go. For those of you, we learned how to make the spider web yesterday, although obviously Ray took it further and added some custom type and some speeders, spooky speeders, some Steves. Steve the Spider. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that challenge. I wasn't really sure. It was a little bit more, I guess I would call it more of a skills challenge. Being, I feel like this needs to be even lighter. Like the face is so light Needs to be almost white. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then maybe like a little, let's do this. See what this looks like. Probably should have thought of this before I made the shape, but here we are. Why don't we just do, it's probably too dark. That's fine. Steve going to Hollywood. In this case, yeah. Alright, and then trying to think of all the places where there'd be a highlight here. Okay, we'll use the shape to cut this. And then we can also use this to add some, actually some eyebrows to this character. Let's see. I've noticed that while I have my workspace really small, well, really small, the opposite. For me, it's very condensed because I have the UI very large. I have it large to make it easier for folks to see while I'm working on the challenges. I'm finding that as I have that, I'm more inclined, and I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, I'm more inclined to use the properties panel because it kind of is a more condensed version, right? I don't know if anybody, I just found that interesting. I don't know if you all use the properties panel a lot in your workflow. So I'm gonna taper this down on the ends and then I'm gonna make this wider in the middle. But I still want it to be mostly round. So I'm gonna use the width tool because I can keep those kind of round edges there. It's nice because now this is starting to give me a little bit more definition in the face, which I felt like I was missing before. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's kind of missing that. It feels more alive. Yeah, it gives our character a little bit more personality. I'll go ahead and grab this. Grab this color. Maybe. I do want that color. I don't want those to stand out too much, so I'm trying to get the right color. Let's do like 25. That looks good. Or should the eyebrows be this color? I think that color. That looks better. And then make this all. Okay, I'm gonna keep that consistent. I'll do like a little highlight on the top. Maybe. We'll see how this looks. This could be terrible. But that's how it be. I actually like that. That looks good to me. Alright, and then I wasn't really going to add a nose. But let's see. Look, that was pretty good. Cute. Alright, that's pretty cute. Maybe no. Maybe if we do the highlight, we do something like this. Looks a little bit better. Yeah, Corey nod of approval over there to the face. And then we'll do the same thing on the hands here. So for the hands, we have two options. So I'm gonna do the first shape here. And so you can see what I mean when I say we have two options. Oh, you know what? I had turned off smart guides. Let's turn those back on. So we can do something like this and just have it stay essentially the same as we have it. Pull this curve down with the curvature pen tool. It's a little pro tip for you. If you're not happy with the curve that you have, sometimes the curvature pen tool can help you out there to get a better curve. The other option that we have here is we can actually, don't mind me, we could define these as fingers a little bit by just kind of adding these highlights. It might look strange kind of after the fact, but could do that as an option. Kind of makes it look too much like a dog paw, so I think I'm actually gonna not do that. I don't love that. The other thing that we can do, maybe, let's see how it looks, is we could add like a little highlight to this. No, I don't love that. I think we'll just leave the highlights on the bottom. So we'll grab this. We'll also do this here. And add a little highlight to the thumb. It just kind of makes everything feel, it's not super apparent, but it does make everything kind of feel like it is in the same scene. I actually think for these I'll darken them. No, I'm gonna leave them light. Are these the same color? Make sure that all this is consistent. Yeah. Let's go. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. Hey Oliver, welcome. Do we have a lot of folks joining? There are some announcements I do want to make. Let's take a look and see who we've got here. So while I have your attention, and while we're just kind of working through this, I'm sure that I think most of y'all were here for Jane's stream earlier in the week. Jane mentioned that there's gonna be, oh gosh, all right, hang on. Isolate this, paste this in front. I'm gonna expand this. Jane mentioned that there's gonna be some changes to things on Behance. There will be, they're getting rid of community streams on Behance. So what does that mean for you all? It means that in order to keep up with all of us who stream in the community, first of all, this won't affect Adobe Live. So I know there's been some confusion. This won't affect the Adobe Live streams. You'll still be able to catch those on Behance because those are using kind of like a different system. Let's just say, for better or worse, it's all you really need to know about that. You don't really need to know, I guess, the technicalities of it. So because of that, they won't be affected by the change. There will be no more live streaming as the platform kind of exists on Behance, because the way that community streams work is slightly different. They're streaming from Behance as a platform, if that makes sense. So you'll have to, what I think a lot of people are doing, I can't speak to everybody, but I believe that the majority of us plan on continuing to stream in some capacity. We just won't be streaming on Behance, so you'll be able to find us. I stream, those of you know that I stream on YouTube and Twitch as well. So you'll be able to continue to catch us there. I know that it won't be exactly quite the same, as it is on Behance currently, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is, and we're all just kind of adapting, right? So you'll be able to catch us on YouTube and Twitch, and you don't want to be a YouTuber. I know, I'm sorry. I'm going to try, oh, hello, hi to Oliver over on Twitch. Looks like some folks are already hopping over there. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, the YouTube and Twitch. We're gonna try to, I will try to maintain, so the moderators, moderator Corey, will be certainly over on YouTube. We're gonna be trying to keep the community the same as it is. I know that those are more public-facing platforms, but it means that we're still, Corey's gonna have the same, keep things consistent. We're zero tolerance for, people and their negativity. We know how things can be on YouTube and on Twitch. With all that being said, you're still gonna be able to find us over there. I'm also, for those of you that subscribe to me here on Behance, I'll be ending my subscription program here on Behance. I haven't had a lot of time to dedicate to that, as it stands anyways. So I will be switching over to a platform like, what is it called? What are these called? Ko-Fi, or Patreon. I haven't figured that out yet. I just want to let everybody know in advance that if you support me here on Behance through my subscription and my live streaming, that we'll be switching. Obviously, you'll still have access to all of those projects if you're a current subscriber. That's not going to change, but I will be switching platforms. It's been hard to keep up with all of the requirements of a Behance subscription, so I think it'll be probably for the best. I'll be able to, with something like Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi, I'll be able to maybe just have something that's a little bit more lax and manageable for my life right now. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know about some changes. So after December 16th, when this all kind of happens, you'll be able to continue find me streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. And if you are a subscriber to what I do on Behance, you'll be able to subscribe to me on either, I haven't decided if it's going to be Ko-Fi or if it's going to be Patreon. I have to look into the options. But I still want to do some degree of subscription stuff, but not to the extent that is kind of necessary on Behance right now, just because it's not really sustainable. So anyways, those are my big announcements. That being said, I know a bunch of us are going to be getting together potentially to stream on, I believe, the 16th. It'll be, the typical streamers. Me, Sean, potentially Clever, Wade, Jane. A bunch of us are going to kind of do a big stream on the 16th. We're still working it out. DTM as well, Dan. I don't know. We're still working on all the details, so more info to come on that about that last stream before they shut down the service. And then, like I said, Adobe Live isn't going to be affected. So I'm doing the Illustrator challenges through the end of the year, and by the end of the year, that means kind of like through the second week of December, because Adobe takes time off in December. So you'll still be able to catch those challenges on the Adobe Live Behance and on the Adobe Live YouTube. I would just encourage you to maybe get used to the YouTube platform moving forward. Like I said, we're going to try to maintain the community the same way that we can to the best of our ability, knowing that that's a more public-facing platform. A public-facing meaning it's geared towards a more general audience. Behance has always been really great because it's more focused on the creative community, and moving forward, Behance or YouTube is a little bit more general, let's say. So I'm gonna change that to be that orange color too. I think that's good. That's quite nice there. Pull back a little bit. Nice highlight. Let's decrease the transparency. Umacord too, I think, is participating. I don't want to speak for anybody, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of the folks that stream on Behance are potentially going to be partaking in the last hurrah, let's call it, on the 16th. Am I missing anything? Are those all the announcements? I think that's all the info I have for you. So, alright, that's looking better. I'm quite pleased with that. The last hurrah, yeah. I don't know what else to call it, so. I feel like this also needs a little bit of something here. We're gonna add a shadow, and then we're gonna add that cast light. Let's pull this around. Actually, let's use this shape. This color. So I'm going to do a little bit of two things here. I'm going to add a little bit of the shadow. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of a highlight in that reflected light. group. I'm gonna isolate this group. I'm just grouping it because it's sometimes easier for me to select what I want. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Cancel. There we go. And I'm gonna grab this color. Ooh, where are you? Sure you're on top. All right. And then we'll make it this color. Yeah, that looks good. To me. Kind of zoom out, make sure everything looks good. How do we feel about the mouth now? Is it too strong? No opinions. Sean's saying Sean's over on Twitch. Hold on. Oliver, there's a conversation happening on Twitch between Oliver and Sean about being a mod. You have to figure all of that out. It's gonna be a journey, to say the least. I think if the mouth was open, it would need to be darker. It's not open though, it's just a wiggle. So the gray is okay. Alright. I feel like I could break my rules a little bit and make this a little bit darker. Let's see if we could just do it with a blending mode. Something like that. I'm trying to get like the right gray. That looks good to me. All right, the other thing that I want to work out, there's a couple goals I have for this. I wanted to work out the detail on the face of this. The other thing I want to figure out is the text on this. I'm probably going to use a text effect on the cauldron text to make it look inset. And then if we were adding anything, if you have any ideas for adding something potentially to the background to tie everything together, or if we're fine with it just kind of being a spot illustration. Oh yeah, the bony elbows. I know I'm missing a lot of details. I need to get this, obviously there needs to be like some highlights and shadows on the cauldron arms. But the main priority is to try and get the rest of the, let me look good. Let me look for a sec. We're gonna take a break, a momentary break, to see if I can sort out how to mod people. I'm pretty sure that I made you a moderator. Yeah? Okay, good. I don't have to go over that. I see you as a moderator. All right. And then let me look on YouTube. You're a mod on YouTube too? I'm just trying to double check that I've got everything set up. I'm pretty sure I got everything set up when I set up my Twitch account, but I'm just double checking here to make sure I've got Corey as a moderator. I'll figure it out later. It's not important. Yes, I started streaming about 40 minutes ago. Mod power activate. Okay, good. Clevers, sending dinosaurs. I don't know what's happening. There's many chats. I'm just along for the ride. All right, so. Do we have any thoughts? Do we have any thoughts about the design? Let's go in here, and we're gonna just start to stack. We're gonna do a similar type of a thing, stacking the appearance panel here. So we're gonna grab our layers panel, pull this out so it's a little bit easier to see. And we're gonna try, I'm gonna try to add, I think I'm gonna have to expand this. So I'm gonna go in here and expand this shape to make it a fill. Nope, I just want this. And then I'm going to make this a compound path. All right, so then I'm going to, so everything now has the same fill color. I'm actually gonna remove the fill color, and then I'm gonna add it here. So that we can control it in our appearance panel. Alright, so we got that sorted out. I'm gonna just put this back. And then in the appearance panel, we can do something similar to what we did with the gravestones, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and add an inner glow to this. I think I need to add a second fill color. All right, so let's add another fill to the top, and we're gonna make this, I'm gonna start with the darker, and then we're gonna go to stylize, inner glow. I'm trying to remember how we did this before. No, I'm not gonna add inner glow. Let me think. Alright, I need to drag this below. And then I need to do an offset by adding a transform. We're gonna move it. Okay, there we go. Got it worked out. I'm gonna move it this way. I'm gonna set this at 0. I think I'm just gonna move it to the side. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add another fill. I'm gonna make this lighter. I'm gonna add another transform in the opposite direction. This. I'm thinking if I like that or not. Still. I don't love that. I think probably because if I'm gonna do this effect, it probably needs to be, the text probably needs to be dark. And then inner glow. Hang on. I don't love that. Kind of like it dark. Yeah, it's just not the effect I'm going for. I need to see like is that a llama over on Twitch? I don't know what I'm looking at. A rabbit? I can't tell what that emoji is. Oliver. I feel like it should be dark. Darker if it's in gray. Why is it so difficult to find just like a good visual image of something? It's bang, boom, bounce. All right. I do agree. It is better darker. But you lose it a bit on the bottom. It's a difficult balance here. Let's try. Let's keep it the same color. Just do a multi. And it's a very dark. Too dark. An overlay cuts in, that shadow cuts in too much. Who knew that? There's always something that ends up tripping me up. Alright, let's try something else. Let's go the opposite way. So let's go down, let's do 2. And I'll do cancel. Yes, -2. I'm gonna see. It's a little bit better. Just this fill. I mean, Spook looks nice. Season gets lost. Which is a problem. But I don't really want to make this lighter. really get lost. I guess it's not terrible. If colors are changing, it makes more sense to change the text color. I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to change it completely. It's like, you know, that's a lot. So, and I was trying to keep it as editable as possible before expanding. How long? I usually stream until around about 10 a.m., so it's like another hour, 10 minutes or so. Spoop itself looks great. The season, not so much. I don't have a great solution right now, offhand. I could bring it up, but that seems like a... not great solution either. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now for the sake of moving on. Do we have any thoughts about the background? If there's anything that we could or should add to it. Right now, I don't have any other, like, comments. The only other suggestion about the environment was to potentially add a fire under the pot. Oh, we have to fix this too. Can't forget to do that. Maybe I'll work on that for the time being. Because this is not great. We don't want that. We want it to actually feel like it is going over the edge. So I'm gonna copy and paste this. Welcome in to all the new folks as well. I'm not doing a great job reading the chat. Shaik, let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Shak or Shaik. Ali. Rudaraksh. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. Welcome in. This is not Photoshop, Shaik. This is Illustrator. So, not Photoshop, but there's plenty of other streamers on Behance that do Photoshop streams. I just happen to be an Illustrator streamer. So I'm trying to get this, you know, nicely lined up here. Nicer than I had it lined up before, basically. And then we'll do a little drip. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for the outside edge. Maybe. Alternatively, you know, we could do something very geometric. So something like this. So you have to let me know which one you like better, I suppose. Just trying to catch up on the conversations for the pending Behance live streaming, feeling a little lost. There's not really a lot of conversation around it right now, Evie. I think there's some discussion about a potential last day of streams. If you want to get involved in that, there's a Discord group that we could send an invite your way. I'm just trying to think of ways to add. I don't think the flame is the right way to go. I was thinking more like smoke. Well, I don't mind the yellow. Just trying to add something to the background here. A background shape, if you will. Zane, welcome. Evie, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I can't guarantee that I'll be able to answer them entirely, but I might be able to add a little bit more info. Or pass on any questions that folks have to the team. What's the Discord group? Newbie Orphans. It doesn't have a name right now. It's just I just made a group chat for folks that had expressed interest in being involved. I actually like that. How do you feel about that? I do think my hat gets a little lost here, so I might actually need to make this a different. Let me think about how I want to do this. I need to just extend this up a little bit to contain the hat. I'm gonna make the hat white. Very light. Am I clever? Listen, I added you to the group, but you didn't accept my invitation. So oh, you're on Sean's. Yeah, I know you're on Sean's Discord. I don't. I just made a separate Discord group because not everybody is in Sean's Discord. So, I don't know. I might need to work on that separately. We'll just leave it for now. In the newly formed chat. What? I never saw an invite. I sent you a friend request on Discord. So make sure that you accept it so I can add you to the group. Newbie orphans, yeah. Should we add fire? I feel like we need to add another eyeball while I'm at it. Maybe. Maybe one eyeball's fine. I don't want to take away from the face. Adding 2 eyeballs is not going to make a lot of sense, I don't think. We could put one down here. Like it's sort of spilled. Party's full, 10 people in the jack. Alright, well I don't know how to go about maybe somebody has a suggestion. I'll figure it out later when I'm not streaming. Well, let's just save real quick. Sorry, now I'm getting lots of messages from all over the place. I set up, to be fair, I set up the Discord group as a quick way after, just to help Jane get sort of organized and start to get people gathered. It certainly doesn't have to stay a Discord group. It can be another method of conversation or what have you. I needed to get something kind of quick. So if anybody wants to come up with an alternate plan or a solution, I'm certainly all ears. I think we're just trying to get people organized in the best way we can. Clever says, I appreciate the efforts to include me on the slide update. No worries. We do want to include, anybody that wants to, it's certainly not like anybody that wants to be involved. We want to make sure that folks that want to be involved get the opportunity to be involved for sure. I think especially it's going to be important for, it'll be a good way for people to talk about, a good way to get everybody together in one place and talk about like, oh, if you want to continue to see my streams, you'll be able to find them at, X place or whatever. To help some folks get some eyes on, not only eyes on their streams, but just get, let people know where to find the folks in the community. I think it'll be a good way to do that. So we definitely want to include as many people as we can. At least those are my thoughts on it. Personally. Alright, we've got at least one vote for fire. I suppose we can try it. We need to put some logs first though, which could be tricky. Let's go with like a half log type situation. Clever's gonna go where the streams are. Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping anyways. My fear is that, my greatest fear is that people just kind of give up, both live streamers and folks on Behance, because it's too, we've definitely seen when they, things get changed, that there's a drop off, right? People don't know where to find streams, and there's just like, oh, well, I can't figure this out, so I'm just gonna kind of like not bother, right? And that would be I wouldn't want that to happen. I definitely want to make sure that people know where to find the streamers on Behance. For sure. So I'm just adding a couple of things in here. I'm gonna adjust the line weights to make it look a little bit more organic. Got like a end of a log, maybe. And I will also say I can't take credit for the idea. This was all Jane. She was the one that came up with the idea, so. Alright, then I'm gonna do a group here. I'm gonna grab this, and we're gonna just kind of get things in place. So let's get this down. Do a little offset here. Actually, these lines should be a little bit smaller. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Because that's gonna be weird. We're gonna outline these, but I'm gonna make them smaller. 2.5. That's fine. That's better. And I'm gonna pull this back and make it a little bit smaller. And then we're gonna cut these. So with the scissors tool, put this at the top. And we have a log. One other thing I'm gonna do while it's on my mind, and that is make sure that this is all contained with the arm here. I'm gonna do a little file cleanup. Cut this, and then I'm gonna make sure that my ghosty face is all grouped. Paste this in back. And I group all this too. None of these are grouped. Okay, group this. This is all grouped, so we're just gonna take all of this, sit front, and do a group. Okay. Just a little bit of file cleanup while we're on the topic of. You can see that everything's kind of grouped all together. And we'll do another log. At this point, I might be able to just skew this a little bit. without having to change. I'll just do 2. Fire can be kind of maybe thinking. I need to move the thing to the center. I think that's probably okay. Because then we need to have the fire kind of around it. Okay, hold on, I need to scroll. Clever saying, I'm going full Mr. Beast on YouTube and unboxing and how to raise mini goats for fun and profit. Listen, I would watch the mini goats. If Clever did a stream about mini goats and farms, I would watch that. Oliver saying, my main concern is that it's a lot harder to sift through the chaff. Fine. You know when it's one of those situations where like you've seen a word and you've read it in your head a million times, but then you have to say it out loud and you can't remember how to say it. So it's hard to find streams on Twitch and YouTube. So that might have a negative impact on community growth in the future. Correct. Which is why I'm concerned about like people who haven't been doing this for a really long time and don't have a huge audience. It can be really difficult when you're first starting and you're just having a conversation in a room by yourself, all alone. So that's why I hope that these streams I hope it doesn't deter new folks. The nice thing about Behance is that it was geared towards the creative community, and so there was always an audience who was interested in that type of work. On something like YouTube or on Twitch, the audience is more general, and so there are fewer people that are going there just to watch creatives work. And obviously there are a lot more trolls on those platforms, people who are just negative. So it's tough to get folks, grow an audience on those platforms, especially if you're new. And I'm hoping that doesn't deter people from sharing their work. Not only do I think some of the streamers, some of the streamers are going to lose audience, but definitely I think we'll lose some of the streamers perhaps as well that we had on Behance, which is kind of a shame. I don't know who Ukraine Man is, but they're saying, first of all, welcome over on Twitch. I can't remember the last time I was on Twitch, but we had just landed on the moon. All right. Clever's asking if sheep will work or other poultry. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, it's Ray. Okay, welcome, Ray. That's another thing that's going to be tough is y'all are going to have different names on these platforms. I know people are a lot less inclined to use their real name like they are on Behance. Behance is more of a professional network, and so I'm going to have to make a spreadsheet, I feel, of like people on Behance so I can remember your names across all these different platforms. It's gonna be tough for everybody, I think, but we're gonna get through it. We'll get through it. I'm certainly not gonna stop streaming because of this. So, all right, we need to add some. We need to figure out how to add some fire to this. And I feel like the first 3 times that I draw some flames, I lose. I'm not happy with them. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. Although the smoke was fine, maybe we just use a similar kind of approach. I think maybe for the fire. Let's actually grab that and see how it looks as fire, since it did kind of look like fire when I first drew it anyways. We need to kind of, it needs to be round, but not so round. And then I think I need to align these 2 points here. Obviously we can modify this, but let's just see how it looks. Let's just, as a starting point. You always have to start somewhere. Hot embers instead of wispy flames. Alright, Leper's giving me advice, fire advice. I feel like we do need to have something kind of behind. Maybe with a little bit of transparency as a good base. It's a good base for our fire. So maybe I'll do something similar to how I did the arms, and we'll add a little bit of transparency to this. Okay, so we're gonna do something like this. And then I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna make this a compound path. And then I'm gonna paste this in front and then drop the transparency down to like 25. 50. That's kind of like a base. Yes, no, maybe. I don't love it, but maybe we can keep going. This is my gamer tag, Oliver says. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky to keep up with everybody. Now I'm looking at pictures of fire. The strange things in your search history when you are an artist looking up references. I suppose we can add some ember-like structures to this. Let's see. Okay. Let's do like an orange. layers. And we'll put this behind this shape. And we'll put this behind here. Hello, Megan. Welcome in. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't love it. I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. Hey, Peter. Let's just table these for now. Over with our other log working bit. Something that got lost in the translation of this. Let's go back to the original. Let's go. Here. And then we'll use the free transform. Spoopy. Yeah, like soup. Soup season. Spoop. Spoop season. Spoopy soup. Yeah. We got there. It's been our project for this season of fall. Sounds delicious. It's a choice. Folktale Week. I think I remember Sarah, if y'all remember Sarah Mapes, Sarah did a whole Folktale Week thing. She's another streamer here on Behance. We're gonna do a similar kind of a thing here. Just because I like it. This. I don't know. I don't love it now that I see it. I feel like it's too distracting. It's distracting for me. Glowing coals instead of flames might be less distracting. Yes, Corey, were you not here when we tried that? I did try that, and it was, those are what these are. And they weren't, and it wasn't, I didn't love it. What? Those don't look like them. Always the sass.
Yeah.
Yes, Ray, your username on Twitch changed. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to. I understand the desire for anonymity on public-facing platforms that are a little less, I don't want to say safe, but more just out there. I understand the desire for anonymity, because I'm having trouble with that word too, on this platform. So I don't want people to feel pressured to like change their username for recognition on Behance. I feel like, or from Behance. So I think I need to just get used to the usernames, you know, which would just come with time. Display name, yeah. Doesn't look like a glowing coal. Alright, well, this is gonna be... I thought I did a pretty good job. What should I do differently? Invert the colors? Add some oranges and reds. Yeah. You thought they were crumbs. That's fair. But all the... Alright. I'm concerned that these still are gonna look strange. It's mostly the overlaps that I'm just having trouble with the way that they look when they're overlapped. I don't like it. You know? They look a little bit better. They look weirdly like bubbles, though. I don't know how I feel about that. You can notice that I've gotten into concentration mode because I've just entirely stopped talking. I don't know. Is that better? Yes, those are like goals. Okay. Very good. Do you think I need some supporting characters here for the flames? I had my concentration face on, yeah. Definitely. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit better. I think that looks okay. I'm sure the peanut gallery will tell me if I've accomplished this. Oh, hello, over on Twitch. It seems like Twitch is the place to be. Everybody headed over to Twitch, so maybe that's where we end up being most of the time. Clever wandered off and back now. Magical goals, yeah. This is the OG live streaming platform after all, it's true. Alright, well, I'm pleased with that. I'm fine with that. It gives everything a little bit more, brings everything together. Having the smoke. I really like the smoke behind the ghost. And then we'll group all of this. When's the spook gonna be ready? Hopefully today, because I'm out of time to continue to work on this, because it's already November. So I want to move on to other things. So we gotta hurry up. Turkeys? No. Oh my god. The Halloween decorations are still up, so you're still good. Well, I wasn't gonna take them down, you know, in the middle of the night. So can we take a moment to appreciate all the newcomers to Twitch who've never used it before and have to learn a new skill in the middle age? Yeah. Hams? What is happening? What is happening right now? Christmas goose? No, we're not. Far too many times have these projects that I start in the fall continued onward into the winter, and I'm gonna put a hard stop on it this year. That we're not gonna have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas spook. Putting my foot down. Oliver's been here longer than it's been called Twitch. Really? I can't tell if you're serious or not. I actually don't know enough about the history of Twitch to know if that's if it had another name. I have not been a streamer long enough for that information to know whether or not you're speaking the truth. Oliver. I'm gonna do like a lighter shadow here. I did not get my start on the Twitch, clearly. What's the Twitch address? Corey shared it. I think it's just Jack Watson with a 0 added to my name in place of the O. I'm gonna do a scroll up and see if I can find it. Actually, you know what? I know where to find it. You can find all of my links at jackwatson.com/links. Jack Watson or Jack Watson Design/links. Here we go. But here is the Twitch TV link. It used to be called Justin TV. Twitch was spun off from that as a gaming-only streaming, and eventually Justin TV was shut down and it was all merged into Twitch. All right, there we go. Facts. Facts from Oliver. And then we'll do a little shadow in here. Actually, we're gonna make this overall a little bit darker. I'm just gonna grab this color. The thumb goes behind. I like the audio delay, a Jack Watson echo. Oh no! Yeah, make sure your audio doesn't repeat. That's I think this should be lighter. Seeing it now, should be a lighter brown. There we go. Getting the bony arms in here. Oh, you know what? I need to add this. There we go. I mean, that's a choice. I can't say that I recommend it. So, but you do you. Aisha, let me know if that's how you pronounce your name. Welcome and thank you so much for the compliment. I'm working on this for a while, so. Just trying to define the arms a little bit based on the lighting that I have, which is typical for me, a left-hand lighting situation. Just gonna build out some shadows to define the forms here on the hands. I think I said I wasn't gonna go into this, but we're down. We got about 15 minutes left, and I feel like it's a pretty good opportunity to do this. I don't feel it. Also, because I don't feel like going back and dealing with the text right now. So that's the other reason why I'm choosing to do this instead of working on that, which is what I should be doing. But here we are. Let me fix this. Is a little wonky. I don't know what happened here. Fix that, and we'll add some the fingers here. I don't want to get too detailed in the fingers because I am not super detailed on the rest of this, and if you start adding too much detail to something like this, to the fingers, for example, you run the risk of having to then add a lot of detail everywhere else. So my pro tip for you today is, if you don't want to add a lot of detail, make sure that you're consistent in the level of detail that you add. But we do need to add some shadows to this. What is happening right now? There's like a weird, okay. I added way too many individual shapes here, so I'm gonna merge all this together because it's driving me crazy. Too many pieces. I was trying to make this so that, you know, it would be, I was trying to work non-destructively, but that has its pros and cons clearly. Sometimes you have too many shapes and you just need one shape. But we are getting to the end of this, so it's fine to start to merge some things together. Yeah, see, I wouldn't add more than that in terms of shadow, you know, to do that, and then I'll add one down here too, because it's a little bit weird without it. So. And then we can add some highlights too, but. Here as well, just because it looks weird without it. That finger ends up looking too large, so that's what I would do there. The spoop looks a little watery. Oh no. The fun days of Flash Media Live Encoder. I didn't know that was a thing. Let me make sure that all of this is all together. Let's get rid of this weird little shape here that I don't want. So I copy and pasted everything into the same group, so now if I pull that out, you can see it all kind of comes together. I believe, yeah, I have all the hand pieces merged too. Oh, it looks like I did it for the most part here as well. I need a little bit more, but what is happening in the chat right now? Let's do a save. I'm gonna delete this. I don't know what I'm doing here, if I'm gonna have anything running over the edge or not. Because so far it's just looking weird to have the one bit there, but. soup, but in a skull. Oh man, I feel like I did a missed opportunity there to have a skull bowl. That would be awesome. Some fingers are still floating? Oh, fingers floating in the soup. Okay. I thought you were telling me that I had fingers floating. I was like, where? Where have I made a mistake? Making playlists for all the videos. Yeah, I asked about that, but I haven't gotten a response. Like, what do I do with all of my years of videos? That ends up looking a bit odd. I'm just gonna leave that one there for now. And then we do want to have, I need a highlight kind of in the middle. It might be easier to do this with a stroke, actually. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Accentuate the boniness of the hand, or the arm. I'm actually gonna bring this, I'm gonna grab this color. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out and see if I can get, if possible, a download of everything, because I don't feel like downloading all of that. Peter's heading off. Nice to have you join, Peter. In case you missed it, we will not be, after after the 16th of December, there will no longer be community streams here on Behance. So if you did want to keep up with my streams, you're gonna have to follow me on YouTube or Twitch moving forward. So I'm gonna do that announcement probably a couple times over the course of this month. So get used to hearing it, everybody. And yeah, thank you, Corey, for sharing that link. And I will keep you posted on what we end up doing. The nice thing, if I could say something nice about Twitch for a moment here, it does have a very nice, like, I don't like that at all. But it does need it there. It does have a nice, like, you could set a schedule and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I think so anyways. All right, I don't love that. So what we're gonna do instead, is we're just gonna leave it for now. We're just gonna leave it for now. And then I do need to add something over here, but it's probably gonna be higher up and shorter. This. Make sure we grab that appearance of this. Nope. There we go. That looks correct. And do a save. All right, we do have 5 minutes left. So I guess if anybody has any questions, I'm probably gonna finish this off off stream. Well, obviously I'm gonna finish off stream, so let's do a little close up here. I don't know what my plans are for any of this. Somebody said this would make a nice sticker. People always have suggestions for things, but I never actually end up doing anything with any of this stuff, which is kind of a shame. They're mostly just kind of for fun and for because I like doing a seasonal project. So like I said, I'll be moving to Twitch and YouTube primarily for streaming, but I'll still be streaming here, obviously, on Behance through the month of November. I'm also going to be doing another set of challenges, and this is looking weird to me now. This doesn't look right anymore. I'm going to make this yellow too. I'm going to be doing another set of challenges this month on Adobe Live. I'm actually going to be doing them through the... just messed up all my panels. I'm going to be doing them through the end of the year, at least the year for Adobe, which means through the middle of December. So, more to come. I have a lot of things on my plate right now, so I'm going to do my best to live stream, figure out what I'm doing with my life, etc. So, bear with me, bear with all those streamers as we make our way through all these changes, and you know, please try to support us as we navigate this alongside you. I know it's frustrating and difficult to be a viewer, so we appreciate. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody. I appreciate all of you supporting me, and if you choose not to, you know, be an active participant on Twitch and YouTube, I understand, and I hope you keep up with my work. So thanks everybody. I hope you had a great Halloween. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween series. It was a little bit smaller than usual. Certainly wasn't the enormous haunted library that we've done in the past, but I had a lot on my plate this year, and we did also do an entire series of Halloween challenges on top of a Halloween illustration. So maybe you're a little Halloweened out. I don't know. I'll see you around the internet for sure. Keep an eye out for more information about the December 16th. I don't know what we're calling it. Behance send-off, streamer send-off. Since we're not going anywhere, we're just going elsewhere. So stay tuned. I'll be posting about that when I know more details about it. And yeah, I think that's all the announcements I have for now. I'll see you guys probably next Friday. Endgame. Oh my god, so dark. So dark, you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Let me do a quick rundown of everybody. I think I missed some shout outs for folks who I saw some new followers, and also just a big thanks for following for all the folks over on YouTube and on Twitch as well. While we're at it, right? Might as well. I want to do a shout out to Ali, Aisha, Clever, Corey, Digital Agency. I didn't catch your name. Alessandra, M. Zane, Norman, Oliver, Peter, Ray, Rudrock. I'm so sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Shaikh, Sean, Sian, Umacorn, Wonder, I love that name, and Evie. And then all the folks over on Twitch and on YouTube. So I don't think I've got all of your names, but I do see Oliver and Sean, and we had Clever, we had Ray, Umacorn. Also, definitely more now than ever, be sure to follow all of the awesome live streamers in the chat. Sean, Umacorn, Clever, Alessandra, and Evie. Go follow them here on Behance, and then make sure that you follow them. Everybody's got their social links in their Behance as well, so it shouldn't be too hard to keep up with folks after the streaming service here on Behance shuts down, so yeah. Alright, that's it for me for today. I gotta go put away Halloween decorations and prep for the challenges. I'll be live again next Tuesday. So we'll be doing a challenge on Tuesday, and I believe the topic we're going to be covering is going to be masks, since I've had a lot of requests for a challenge covering different types of masks in Illustrator. Now, I've done a pro tips on this, but it's going to be a lot more basic than the pro tips. We're going to be doing very simple sort of masking in Illustrator, since I know this is a hot topic. It's been a request, so I think that's what we're going to cover starting on Tuesday. So come hang out if that's of interest to you. All right, I'm done talking now. Hope you have a great start to your November. 'Tis the season of Thanksgiving, so lots of tasty food, and then we've got the holidays coming up. Let me know if there's anything in particular you're interested in seeing around the holidays. If there's, some, things you want to create for the holidays, or just something you're interested in seeing me create for the holidays. I don't think we've ever done like a holiday project, but for sure we could do something fun around that. I actually had a good idea that I wanted to do this year for Halloween, and this was actually a suggestion from Voodoo Val a long time ago, and I put it in the back of my mind that I was going to do it for a Halloween project, and I ended up having too much going on in October, so I didn't do it. And that was she recommended doing like a cross section, like an anatomical diagram of a donut, which I thought would be a lot of fun and a great Halloween project, but certainly don't have the bandwidth to do it didn't have the bandwidth to do it this year, but yeah, throwing that out there as an idea for the future as well. Although not very holiday food themed for sure. Y'all just want me to draw food. Dinner table with a huge turkey, roast dinner, Yorkshire puddings, and applesauce. I've done Yorkshire puddings before, and they're delicious, by the way. So. On that note, on a food note, seems appropriate, very appropriate to end my stream. So I will see all of you hopefully on Tuesday, if not Friday next week. Bye, everyone.